Hi guys, it's Claire and welcome to another wet on wet video tutorial with me. This is the wet on wet mini series that I am doing for watercolor basics for all you beginners and people who just want to revise and just hone in on those really romantic effects that we can get with watercolor. So here we go. These are the supplies I'll be using in this video. And for your reference, I have all the links to these supplies in the description below, so please feel free to check it out there. They are Amazon links. So my paints are the set of 48 by Mei Liang. My paper is a sketch block by Rubens. And then for brushes, I'm using the Princeton Neptune number 6 and Princeton Velvetouch number 4. Throughout the series of mine, I'm using these three items just to make it easier on you guys, more economical, and so you can better acquaint yourself with the brushes, the paper, and the paint thoroughly while you're learning these techniques. Alright, so let's get right into what we are doing today. Okay, so I've got a little bit of a rip there trying to get the sheets apart. So forgive me, I'm gonna have to end right about there. So here we go. We're starting off with dampening our sheet. Right before I dampen, let me tell you about the exciting colors we're gonna be blending today. I'm so excited for this. We're gonna be doing the vermilion into rose red into a cadmium lemon. Beautiful, I know. So I'm using my wash brush, but feel free to use whatever brush you have handy, like the number 6 or the number number 4 would take excruciatingly long for you to do. So use the number 6 if that's all you have. So dampening about half because I'm realizing this paper is not staying damp for as long as I would like. So again, take a couple of dabs, make sure it's nice and damp. And then we're going in with the number 6 and we're gonna start off with doing our vermilion. So I'm gonna get the vermilion directly from my color cake. And I'm gonna start from the top and allow this color to like blend in. And as I'm going lower, I'm allowing it's getting lighter, obviously, and that's mainly because there's so much color going on to the paper as we are doing the strokes. And I want to make the top area a lot darker, so I'm just going in with more color and just adding more strokes at the top. And then I want to make sure we have a nice bleed. So again, I am going in and blending this. And we're going to go right into the lemon. And let me just make sure, just bring it down just a tad. And I'm going to get the lemon. I have some mixed onto my palette here. I want it to be more water, less lemon. And then as I'm going upward, I'm using the water to dilute it and sort of blend it into my cadmium orange. Okay? And now for the rose part, which I love. So I've got some rose mixed on here, and I'm going to start right into the cadmium while it is damp. I'm kind of brushing some right into the top of the cadmium as well. And then I'm bringing it down. And what you want to do at this point to get that beautiful pink is you can hold up your sheet. And what I'm trying to do here is get a blend so we get that nice orange to pink. It's a lemon, and you can see my lemon has dried up already. So what I'm going to do is hold my sheet up, and I'm getting that nice pull of color. And I'm just dampening this area where I added the pink into the lemon just to make sure I have enough dampness so it's a seamless blend. And it's a beautiful bleed right now. Like, that is just stunning. So I think I want to do more of that pink in there. So I'm going to add couple more strokes happening. And the strokes as you go lower, because this is like a skyscape, needs to be thinner. I'm going to get some darker strokes happening here at the top. So we have a nice blend. So I'm getting the color directly from the color cake, that is. And then as we go lower, just sort of loosely, not getting any extra color, but just allowing that color to bleed into the dampness with the lemon that's already there. And you can see how that looks. So you can sort of hold your sheet up to get that gradual blend. Might even get a little bit of lemon and just sort of throw that in there. Swish the color around. Like this is a great exercise because you're able to get these beautiful, so you're learning about the color blending and what colors to blend to give you a beautiful, colorful result. And then you're kind of experimenting with the water ratios and how much is too much to get a certain effect. Okay, so that's our sky. And now we want to do our little horizon. And so for the horizon, we're going to keep this super simple. It's not going to be rocket science at all. I'm going to dampen, I'm going to leave a little bit of white space here, and I'm just going to dampen this area here. Now, I know I said you don't have to do a horizon if you don't want to, and again, that still stands. But if you feel like you just want to add something to kind of finish this up, dampen the lower part. And let's go for either like a purple or a Payne's gray or even a black. And that would be a great contrast with our bright popping colors. And I'm going to start, so I've dampened the area. I'm going to do my line right about there. And notice how I am getting a beautiful blend and bleed rather. And that is because I've left a sliver of dampness there, so I'm getting some dry strokes, but at the bottom I'm getting a bleed, and that is because I've dampened the area first and then added my color. That is why. Now as we go lower, like you can either go all black, I don't know, it's up to you really. I am going gradually lighter, as you can see, and just leaving it very artsy looking because I don't want it to be a very hard-edged painting. I just want it to be loose and fun. Here we go, getting some more black and adding that to the very top because watercolor always dries off lighter. And I'm just adding a couple of strokes into that top area here. And this area is almost semi-dry, so what we can do is just give it a little bit of a mountainy look, and so it can look like some sort of a rocky terrain more than anything else. So here we go, just adding water to the brush, making sure you've got a nice dark potent black, or whichever dark color you're using. You're just going to give this a jaggedy edge and paint it all along. I love that rough, dry sort of streak that's happening there, so I'm not going to change that. I'm going to move on to this area here and continue with the rocky look on this side. Just need a little bit of a darker hue. Perfect. So for this, I used the number 4, and it's given me a lovely result that I like. And what I'm doing is just adding a couple of strokes very loosely to sort of give that gradual fade. Beautiful. Love it. Now, one thing I can suggest, when this is dry, we add our birds. So feel free to add some birds if you want. I will definitely add some birds right now. And the other thing I would suggest is if you wanted to give it a sun, when we did the yellow, you could have sort of left a circle in white. But that's okay. If you end up trying this again, you can definitely do that. Just make sure before you do your birds that it is dry. Because if it isn't, then you're going to get a bleed, which is what we've been sort of learning about. And this bird is a little bit too big for my liking, but c'est la vie. So I got 3 birds off into the sky. And this is it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this color combination. I love that this looks so like gloomy and ghosty, but the sky is so colorful and like a party. Yeah, hit that like button if you like this, and check out the previous videos on Wet as we're exploring this and learning and growing together. And I would love to see what you do, so please tag me in your work. So on social media, my Instagram and Facebook handles are listed below. And thanks guys for watching, and we'll chat soon. Bye.